Bleeding Burgundy Podcast, a Washington Commanders podcast for fans, by fans. With your host, Jesse Martin.
What are you talking about? You're out of your mind.
John Taylor.
We finally got professional football back. This is going to be fun.
Scott Hartley.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Max Taylor.
As long as you got Jaden Daniels, you got a chance to win.
Spanning the eras of Washington football. Honoring the past. Commanding the future. And now, the world's worst podcast host, John Taylor.
Hey, everybody, this is John Taman. I am the world's worst podcast host, but we got the world's best football team. That is 8 wins in a row. Fucking A. Jaden Daniels is goddamn Superman. That dude is a fucking miracle worker. Another come-from-behind victory. Fourth quarter is ours. We own it. There's no way anybody's going to stop us. We're cruising into the playoffs. Tampa Bay better watch out. Oh, wait a minute.
Who got the concussion?
Sorry, I got to reset my watch. Yeah, listen. I've been trying to remember a time that we've had a defeat that was that utter and complete. And I know that there's been quite a few of them. And I mean, probably completely CTE'd from getting beaten the head over them that I can't remember them. But look, man, we got serious questions here. We've got real serious questions here. Mm-hmm. Where do we go from here? I mean, what is left to be gained? Really, I can't read my fucking writing here. What I wanted to ask you, what's left for me gained from really just the daily gray sludge that is everyday life in the 21st century? Is there life in the universe? Are we alone? Is there a God? We're going to answer that. Other important questions like the fuck's going on with the Commanders coming up next. But this is my friend from southeastern Virginia with a big old bruise on his head still. Managed to miss work on a snow day. That's good. But
snow days.
Snow days. Hey, there you go. And he's got his mouth full of fucking chicken of the sea tuna. And I told him albacore only. I'm hoping so. Jesse, that's albacore only, correct?
Sure.
Yeah, right. We're not savages on this show. We don't eat that other stuff. It's like cat food. Anyway, how you doing? Feeling all right?
Oh, day by day, man. Day by day.
Isn't that always the way it goes? I mean, I tell you what. One mistake when you're like 25 and it's dark, you're drunk, and you got to end up taking medicine for the rest of your life. Right. Anyway, speaking of somebody who is medicated for the rest of his life, Scott Hartley. Now, Scott, over in England, I know you guys have a way with your language. All right, you like to call it the King's English, but you also everything's a nickname, right? Like, do you eat breakfast? What do you eat?
Breakfast, yeah.
Breakfast? You don't eat brekkie? Brekkie.
I eat brekkie, yeah.
Brekkie and lunchies and 11sies and right?
What? Shout out to Saul, who's put on about 1 million fakes. I don't know what that means, but there you go. Anyway, yeah, we do eat brekkie, John. Yeah.
Okay. Just checking. I have no idea where I was going with that. How you doing? I had an idea a minute ago, but then Saul screwed me up.
I'm good, yeah.
What's up, Beckham? Oh, wow. Hey, look. Bretsky is dead. Thank you, Bretsky. I tell you what, I feel good here on the Bleeding Burgundy podcast that somebody like this guy Bretsky can come out to us. I hope you told your father.
Yeah.
Anyway, Scott, how you doing?
Absolutely.
It's a tough conversation.
All good, mate. Yeah. All good. Yeah.
Fans. How you doing? We are Commanders fans. Yes,
we are indeed. Yeah.
Nice to see you, Beckham. T3S. Unless that's like multiple T3s.
I'm not sure how anybody could tell. I mean, your sweatshirt and Scott's
behind me, behind you. If you
not sure.
Yeah, if I had the Mr. Hanky the Christmas poo, I'd play it for us right now. Down the toilet we go, yo ho ho. How you doing, Max? Max is back from his exile. Max was down in the Antarctic studying the penguins. Was it cold?
It was freezing. Can't you tell I lost my hair? It froze off.
No, I can't tell you lost your hair.
No, that just looks like you're getting older. It's 1 year older.
All right. Hey, what's up, Scott? How you doing? All right. So we're going to have to talk about this football game, as bad as it was.
Hold on a second. What do you mean, what did I do? What did you do? We told you this was going to happen, Scott.
Well, we did, actually. He's never seen us win, has he?
I don't think so.
All right, so Scott,
I actually did enjoy it the weekend because we sat in a room together watching the game, and I said to you guys, I blame Scott G.
I did blame Scott G. We all knew it was Scott G's fault. Scott G, of course, longtime listener and contributor here to the Bleeding Burgundy podcast. He went to the game, drove all the way across South Dakota, up through the course of North Dakota,
73 and a half hours.
Wastelands of Arrakis to get to Minnesota to go to this game. Scott, just a real quick question. How many blizzards did you drive through in just one way? That's like an 11-hour drive for him, isn't it?
I think so, something like that. Yeah, it's wild.
That's how long it takes to get down to the fucking bodega. That's all that is. Right? I'll tell you what. If Scott told me to go out and get groceries, I'd be like, "What the hell is even that? What the fuck are you talking about?" All right, so bad football game. Let's get the bongos out. Jesse, let's start with you. Fast first thoughts.
You just erase what you saw because it was other.
Erase. Scott, what do you got?
Just the worst in the depths of hell at the moment.
Oh, that's pretty bad. I mean, we can come up with some really bad ideas of what the worst in the depths of hell is. Max, first fast thought.
McCarthy looked like Marino.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. My first fast thought is the defense. What the fuck? Dan Quinn, what are you doing? All right, we'll start with you, Jesse. You're lost. What's up?
No, it's just. I just think it was a shit game. I think
Yes.
a lot of teams. There's no words for what we fucking saw on Monday because it was just that fucking bad all around.
I agree. I mean, it's hard to find anything positive to mention about it. They did move the ball on the first drive. They got down there, and then Cliff outsmarted himself. But Scotty, go ahead. You want to expound on yours? You typing the people in the chat over there. Who we got in the chat?
I was typing to the chat. Just saying, can you be on that one now? Beckham, he's saying, can you believe that JJ didn't throw an interception? I mean, he's an interception. He's an interception machine, but then he played the Commanders. So what do you expect?
So, I mean,
Scott, you
we
mentioned
are a terrible team.
We all somebody's cracking on Jesse. I got to get off of this thing. I'll end up reading this all day. We sat together and we watched the football game, and because of the hour and the time difference between Scott and us, we usually don't do that because this year we've all been playing at 9 o'clock at night or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Went over there at Scott, and Scott's the end of the world. It's way late, but this time we could actually do that. And I said to myself after the first drive of the Vikings, for one, the Commanders always, I don't give a fuck who it is, always give it up on the first drive. The scripted drive always beats the shit out of us. But the 99.5-yard drive after that, and you're letting McCarthy he's muscling up and shit. And I'm thinking, you know what? The last thing you can do is give a dork like that confidence. And they did. That pocket was as clean as a whistle all day. Max, go ahead with your thought.
Well, we can't play man. So it's easy to dice up a zone coverage when that's all you know that the defense is going to run, and that's what happened with J.J. McCarthy. That's what every quarterback has done to us. We cannot play man coverage. That's what got Joe Witt not fired, but removed from play calling duties.
Somewhere.
So defense is going to be a struggle. If we're going to try and win a game, we have to outscore somebody, and 0 doesn't outscore anybody.
No, that was the thing that was very disappointing. Jesse, what do you think about this now? We have at least over a 9-game losing streak?
Yeah.
Okay. We've hung our hat a little bit on, even with Mariota in there and crap receivers, we've put up 24 points most of the time. That's enough to win in a lot of games. We were feeling pretty good about the way the defense played after the Broncos game last week. Yep. And then this.
You just get punched in the mouth on it seemed like every turn,
That's the hardest part is based off the momentum from the Denver game. What just happened?
Yeah. The thing is, though, Max, on that, your momentum from the Denver game, I get it, but why were we celebrating a loss almost? Not as a fan base, but to say it was close. We still fucking lost.
Right.
I think we're celebrating the steps were made.
I know what you mean, and I mean, look, the quote on Hard Knocks, the quote in the locker room is, "We were lost, but we're not. We lost, but we're not lost." How's that working for you this week, Dan Quinn? I don't want to hear fucking catchphrases anymore. I'm quite serious now in the fact that if we lose out, his arse might be gone. he may be fired.
No.
I mean, I know we're all saying that it's probably not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But do coaches genuinely survive this? A 12 game losing streak?
If that's the case, then let's just why change ownership? Why change GM? You're going back to the same. Oh, that's what bad.
I understand that.
I'm going to throw a counterpoint out here. The Bears shifted gears immediately when it wasn't working. Now, granted, I bitched and laughed at them all for the last year because they left Eberflus there way too long. They let him make the pick. They fucked everything up. But no, they pulled the trigger, and they got Ben Johnson in there because I guess they're not basketball people. They're doing fine. I mean, granted, they dropped from the 1st seed to the 7th seed in a fucking weekend, but it's a turnaround for them. Drake May. They got rid of the head coach right as soon as they realized it was a mistake. They bring in Mike Vrabel, who's a guaranteed winner.
Coming off of an NFC championship game just last year. Come on, guys.
I get it.
Here? What the fuck are we talking about here? It's nonsense. It just doesn't make any sense as to a year that we've all seen the amount of injuries and the amount of shit that's happened.
Yes.
We're like, oh, fuck it. It's the goddamn coach. Let's get rid of him and start over. No, that's nonsense talk right there.
Right. That is nonsense talk from fans, and we all know it. Fans are stupid. And we are proudly happy to be part of them. Where's my picture of fans are stupid? Come on.
Now, do you need to make adjustments? Absolutely.
Right.
Adjustments need to be made. A new defensive coordinator probably is your top adjustment that could be made in the offseason as far as non-personnel moves, like trades or free agents in the draft. I think you start there, try to you identify the problem. Everybody knows that was a problem. Let's fix that particular problem and go on from there.
Well, I have an idea. Last week, for those of you that are just new with us, thank you for joining us. And if those of you that are watching us on social media, please come on over. Give us a like. Give us a thumbs up. You might not agree with what we have to say. We're not experts. We're just fans. This is pretty much a free-form conversation about what we've seen over the last bit about the Commanders. It's going to meander. We're going to have some fun along the way. So
I know
welcome on board. And we like to when people make comments because it gives us something that we can talk about because we've got some time to fill here. I had a point to go with that. And, one of the other things about this show is that, I forget. Max, primary reason for the loss.
Because they're not called the Redskins. That's why.
They won't go anywhere further. Oh, well, I mean, there's people that are going to believe that. Look, and look, I'm not going to say one thing or another. Okay, y'all know about what was the name of the woman that was they put the gree on the fucking Saints. Remember when the Saints came along? She cursed the land that they put the stadium on. She was some voodoo queen down there.
I put a curse on you.
They just couldn't win. Who knows? Maybe fucking Chief Ravenhawk somewhere burned a feather and we're cursed. So Max, chief reason for the loss other than the curse.
Just a poor. I don't know. It was terrible. That's what it was.
A lot. Jaden just didn't look comfortable. I think Jay's the type of quarterback that needs a little bit. He needs more time. He is our quarterback of the future, and anybody that says differently, just stop.
Stop.
But I do think he needs
receivers, though, man.
He needs to get his confidence back. Is what needs to happen with him, and
what he needs was a team
that's going to take more time because they were just. I mean, the Vikings just had our number, our offensive line's number. Our running backs didn't know which fucking linebacker to block when they were coming all out. So I think
there were too many. They overloaded.
I also think that's just Brian Flores. Brian Flores is a hell of a DC.
Yeah.
Right, and they blitz at the highest rate of any team in the league, and we clearly had no answer to it. Bad luck plays. Andrew Van Ginkel gets that bad luck play, right?
That's his thing. He did that to us when he played for Miami. Like, that is his thing.
I know, it is. He gets in there. Well, see, that was the thing. When you say that they blocked the wrong guys, one of the things that I was about to be giving a little praise for, because there's not a whole lot in the game, the running back protections were pretty good, but it didn't make any difference because there was always a free rusher from somewhere else that was coming through. But McNichols was blocking his ass off out there, man. All right, we'll start with Jaden Daniels. All right, Jesse, regression or growing pains?
I think it's more growing pains than anything. I think he just needs to be out on the field with his guys and get comfortable. He hasn't had the time this year to get comfortable with being out there. And
Vikings didn't give him any time.
He just needs time. He really does. He needs those reps.
All right, Scott, you are our offensive line guru because, I mean, let's face it, you're 6'4" and weigh 340 pounds. In your day,
I'm not 6'4", but 340 pounds is probably about accurate. Yeah, you're right.
Going anywhere there. Now, in stone, what is that? What is that in stone? What are you, like 93 stone?
No, I'm not. No, I'm 15 stone 2.
15 stone 2.
What is that? Like a remainder too?
You realize down how big and fat Scott is sitting on that chair down there. Anyway, I'm not going to say anything because I'm big and fat sitting here too. But you are our big fat offensive line guy. What did you see in the game that you? I mean, how did they keep overloading with this blitz? How did they keep doing this with us?
I'm not too sure on how it's ended up like that. To be honest with you, this is one of the worst games we've seen from an offensive line that's been held up fairly well. Just don't think they could handle the blitz all the time, and all-out blitz at that as well. Linebacker blitz, safety blitz coming through. Flores gave us a lot of problems, and we couldn't adjust to that at all. So that's down to coaching as well. You know, it's down to Cliff Kingsbury doing things. And for me, Cliff's been quite poor this season in comparison to what he served up last year. And maybe that's down to people getting more tape. Maybe that's down to people understanding what we're doing and more preparation. I don't know, but I don't think Cliff's going to leave this season. I don't think he'll get a head coaching gig. So I think we're stuck with what we have at the moment. But things need to change, as Jesse said before.
Stuck is a weird word.
I think it has more to do with being stuck with the personnel he's had to work with. But I don't think Cliff prepared for this particular game. I'll give.
He got a
Cliff,
0. I'd say you're right.
Yeah, I've been a little bit protective of Cliff because of all the injuries he's had to deal with as well. Not only his quarterback, but all his receivers and stuff. Right. But this game, he didn't prepare them well enough for that Brian Flores blitz to be able to protect Jaden.
Max, how do you feel about all that?
My biggest thing is that just if this year compared to last year, it's been the lack of just positional usage. There was a lot of 2 running back sets last year. We haven't seen it really since the Cowboys game.
Back on Sunday.
They're not H. I'm talking about 2 running backs.
Okay.
Last year there was a lot of 2 running back sets. There's a lot of just 12 different 12 personnel, different 13 personnel. We haven't seen it, and yeah, we've been hurt. But at the same time, you have people that you're filling in these roster holes with. Use them. Don't just pay them to stand on the sideline.
Look, I got to agree. Okay, so before I move any further, a show of hands on this particular podcast, is anybody calling for Cliff to not be here next year? Is anybody wanting?
Absolutely not. I mean, we want him here next year.
Right. The thing is this: I think that sometimes I would hate to, I'm going to say this, and I don't know the man, but it's like he thinks, I've got to show how freaking smart I am. Let me show you how much of a genius I am. I'm going to outsmart myself, specifically inside the 5. Now, Jesse, when we were watching the game the other day, we were talking about this because once again we failed at the goal line. But all right,
but see, this is where I'm pushing back on you guys.
I get distracted
because of the fact that both of those plays should have been touchdowns.
It doesn't make any difference.
It wasn't Cliff's fault. Debo dropped the fucking pass, and then Jaden didn't throw the fucking ball. That's not Cliff.
Okay, well, the thing on Cliff is this. You've got Chris Rodriguez, who can get...
Exactly. Fucking stop sucking Chris Rodriguez.
I'm not sucking anybody's toes. I'm not going to say anything else about it. The point being is this. The man had been hitting the holes. The offensive line had been pushing them well. And if we can't man up against a fucking beat-up team like that we've been beating around for a solid drive going down the field in their face after they had already scored and say, we can get 6 feet. But no.
Much different on the goal line.
Whatever. He just has to go, let me overthink it, and let's do a tackle eligible. Yeah, let's do that. No, how about we do a tackle fucking pancake the linebacker and we run over him for a touchdown? Who's for that?
The play calling on the defense is much as far as running ball.
Well,
is
that was
different
the
on
defense
the goal
is a
line
whole
than
other
it is
story.
anywhere else.
Yeah.
I mean,
The other
those two
thing-
plays,
that would have
those
just
two
meant the
plays
score would
were
have been
open.
31-7, and that would
Those two plays were wide open. I mean, it couldn't have been more wide open. Debo dropped the ball. It's not
Debo
Cliff's
was
fault. I mean, that's
Thorazine or
like
something
blaming
during the
Cliff
game.
for that. I think is asinine.
It's not a matter
what-
of blaming Cliff for Debo dropping the ball. It's not that. It's a little bit more layered than that. It's about Cliff having to. Why do you do that? Get in there, stop overthinking, and fucking be physical. You've been
Why
pushing this
call a
team
play
around.
that should be a touchdown? I don't know, John. I mean, because
Dude, you know what else is a touchdown? Chris Rodriguez off the fucking
You
right
don't know
guard.
that because that
Touchdown.
play wasn't called.
I know. It
No,
wasn't
but at the
called,
same
that's
same
point.
time,
We
this
do
is
all
this
the
is the
time.
point.
We
You
came
said
around
you
with 0 points this time. Last time against the Dolphins, he did it coming with 0 points. We get it come with 0 points. He gets too cute. Just fucking do the fucking hard thing. Get in there and let these guys shove these dudes into the end. That's
You said the other day, Jesse, when we were watching this live, you said we were one of the best teams in the red zone. Didn't look like it off that first play. Why do we get away from the run and establishing the run when the run is working? That's the bit I can't understand. Is I know that you're going to be, if you're 14 points down, I get it. You got to try and get back on the scoreboard. Completely understand that. But if you're succeeding by running on that first drive, run the fucking ball. You got 4 opportunities to get it in the end zone, and it hasn't worked on 2 of them. Change it up and run the ball into the end zone. I mean, granted, he's not asking Debo to drop the ball. He's not not seeing Brandon Coleman, who's wide open. I get that completely. But if you're going to run the ball, you have to stick to it and stay. We're going to run the fucking ball.
If Debo catches
and we
that
got away
pass,
from it.
Nobody's talking about this. Nobody's talking.
You're right.
Probably.
You're right.
Yeah, but we didn't
Like-
score a
like,
point, and that's why we're talking
I
about
don't-
it.
We are.
I don't get the fucking. It's just crazy to me. Like those plays were wide open. Like we're blaming. We're essentially blaming Cliff for calling the wrong play.
No.
Because
It's
some
deeper than
asshole
that.
dropped the
It's not-
fucking
it's
ball.
not
That's just
those
ridiculous.
particular
It's
two
ridiculous.
plays.
Come on now.
Because it's been a trend. He gets cute when he gets inside the 5, and we come away, with nothing. Scotty, you said it on the podcast Friday. All right, when we were talking about our command, whatever we use for
Battle plan, yeah.
battle plan, right? Come away with points, right? We don't even see this new kicker we got. We signed him just to hang around. What's he sticking around over there with playing cards with Sam Hartman? I guess.
I don't know. It is odd. Kick
Seriously,
points.
though, the question is this, though, Jesse. Serious and just dead serious.
You're acting like y'all are assuming. You're assuming if
I'm
we ran the
assuming.
ball,
I'm asking you for a
it would have been a touchdown.
Because the 2 plays prior to that, he had 17 yards on 2 carries.
Hypothetical.
Okay, where was those
You
plays
think
out?
if we
Those
run
plays
that
weren't in the
ball on
1 yard
first
line.
down.
They're at 19 and the 4,
Vikings
so-
are preparing for the actual run.
You're right. They're at the
Let him
4.
try it once. Let him hit it once. The thing about Rodriguez, and I know everybody wants to shit on this guy. I seem to be one of the few people that champion this dude. You can try to stop him, plug him up. The thing about him is you can hit him, but he fucking rolls off 6 feet.
He falls forward a lot.
6 feet is all
He
he
does.
That's the thing. I'm all about. He does. People say he's not a running back 1. We need a 3-down running back. Hey, guess what? Anybody? A running back 1 these days is what, 18 to 20 carries. Okay,
But we all love Bill.
underused.
The whole fan
underused
base
it
loves Krosky Merritt. They love him.
I don't like it. I don't like really any of our running backs, to be honest with you. I think that's an absolute need in the offseason.
100% agree with you. 100% agree with you, Jesse.
I like out of the talent of the 3. I think Bill has the most talent, but he needs more work because, especially his protection. I think is a lot. It leaves a lot to be desired, but he's the most talented of all. I mean, you saw that in his runs on Sunday.
Okay.
Let's try and answer. Let's try and answer this question from Yamir. How do we keep having repeat red zone issues?
I think that's because Cliff thinks too hard. Instead of doing, in my opinion, football, when you get down to a condensed field, is a physical game, and it's about fucking establish, all right? I'm sorry, my dogs were barking. I missed part of that conversation of what you were talking about there. I think you were talking about Bill. We got 2 bangers, all right? We got 2 bangers, and we got a scat back that are very good. We've got an excellent trio as far as I'm concerned. I think people way undervalue what we've got as a running attack, including the healthiest group in the whole fucking team is the offensive line. Get behind them and use them, all right? Get behind them and use them. Because the alternative is that the defense goes 99 yards backwards, which was the biggest throat-crushing, slashing of the season, in my opinion. The 99-yard drive after that.
This shit's all hindsight. It's ridiculous.
It is hindsight.
Because
Right.
We're sitting here.
Could have scored. We could have scored twice. Both of those play calls should have been 6. Both of them.
So I will defend Jaden on the Coleman play. He wasn't open. That's a lineman, and
There's
you can't
a
leave.
linebacker right between them.
It's a corner.
Little toss over top of him.
Jesse, you're talking about an offensive lineman, not a tight end.
I mean,
those plays you want to hit them right in the gut and hope they catch it.
We saw what Van Ginkel did.
being
We were at
a
the 20-yard line.
quarterback should have enough touch on his passes just to dip it right over top of him.
I'm going to urge you to watch it again. There's not that much space.
I've watched it plenty of times. Easy pitch and catch right there.
All right,
Okay,
well,
Jesse.
while we're talking Jaden, I mean, it looks easy pitch and catch. There was another play where we were arguing about it as I saw it on the television, where it's a post pattern. You can see the skinny post that fucking Terry is open, and Jaden has been reluctant to throw several times. He's a little off.
Oh,
And
he's
like-
reluctant to throw because he was getting his ass
throwing
whipped the whole fucking
pain.
game.
Right, and I think he was seeing a little bit of ghosts the other day. Now, look, is he fragile?
Yes.
Physically or mentally?
Dude, what do you think? He got
Physically.
hurt. I don't think he was crying on the sidelines. I mean, he's like
physically, no. I don't think he is. I think that's the coaching staff not holding him, not putting him in a blowout.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think the shot that he took that
I
got
think
him
he's
hurt,
tough. I
it
think
was
he's a tough
worse than you
kid.
think. It was worse than you think. All right, that elbow is rough, but look, man, have you seen this other angle? Look at this play from another angle here.
And again, a 4-man rush. It's batted into the air, and Andrew Van Ginkel gets the pick. Chased by McClure.
So, I
I
mean,
wonder why they didn't show that on the broadcast.
He got rocked
walloped. Yeah.
into another dimension. Yeah.
Yeah. No, the thing about that is that's football. You've got a hurt elbow. So
What a dumb name,
the
man.
fact of the
Man,
matter,
geez.
yes, Jaden should have been over on the sidelines being yelled at. You are benched for the rest of this game because you put yourself in that situation. You've got a hurt elbow. Just let somebody else chase him down. Terry's coming.
Yeah, there's no need for him to chase that down there. There is no need for him to chase that down there.
I mean, I get the
like he was already pissed off. I mean, just imagine yourself in his shoes. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, I just threw that goddamn interception. Now I'm pissed off, and so I'm gonna start fucking running. I mean, I think any of us in that position would probably do the thing.
Scott, you know what I'm talking about. You saw that, right? Yeah, that was crazy, man. Jaden.
And again, a 4-man rush. It's batted into the air, and Andrew Van Ginkel gets the pick. Chased by McClure.
You know, Scott, I think where he went through that hole in the roof was right where Brett Favre would have been standing if that fucking snow that came through the other old Metropolitan Stadium wasn't.
No, see, I guess
Metrodome.
disagree
Yeah,
with
I'm
Yam
telling
on
you
this
my
one.
age.
We've
He
seen
just doesn't.
we've seen him slide multiple times. He can
He
slide.
slid. Yeah, he slid.
definitely can.
He
slide.
dove once or twice, but
Yeah,
I think
I think that's
smart.
more diving. He can protect his body a little bit more.
Yeah.
That's why he dives more.
Yeah, he's not diving with his head up.
Do you think it's the new quarterback scene though that they do this now? Because a lot of the new quarterbacks that have come out, Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Dart, they all don't slide.
So many people fucking like saying, "Oh, we should have did Drake May." It's just it's so frustrating.
You know,
and-
stop it with the hindsight.
Yeah,
Our
it's-
quarterback is Jaden Daniels. All right,
Correct.
he's not quote unquote fragile. he had a hurt elbow, all right, that he landed on it because some guy popped him one. The problem in that play was that, okay, dude, for you the play is over. Once he intercepts the ball and is running past you, just turn around, just turn around, go away.
With the problem with him having a hurt elbow again, it reads into the narrative that fans are talking about, saying shut him down again. Was he medically cleared? Listen, if the doctors clear him and he's medically ready to go, there's no issues. Do you know what I mean? You've got to play him.
Either way, you had a sprained elbow. Okay, I mean a freaking hyperextended, sprained, dislocated elbow. And that shot, I mean, granted, I made my joke about it with that right there of him flying into orbit, but he got fucking thrown. I mean, he went about 6-7 yards in the air and come down right on it. That shit's going to hurt. And that's really, I think, all it did. It hurt.
It could have been worse,
right.
Landing on it instead of landing on
right.
An extended
his
arm,
hand on the ground, is a lot better. Right. And I think that's another thing with him falling forward. He can protect it a little bit better than doing a slide, because when you slide, you tend to want to you might put your hand back a little bit and kind of hit the ground. And also falling forward gets you more yards than sliding.
Not only that, but honestly,
I don't think people realize that, because when you slide, the ball is down when you start your slide.
Right.
When you fall forward, you get actually more yards
until you're touched.
Yeah.
So, and when you slide, your head is usually up, which takes that shot, and that's why it's so fucking much of a penalty when they do it. And you see what happens. Ooh, I can't remember the quarterback that took one of those a couple of weeks ago. Fuck it, I'm not even going to try to remember. All right, so in looking for anything positive in this football game,
nothing.
Rodriguez, I'm gonna ring his bell again. Jeremy McNichols.
Nah.
No.
Nobody's positive. Nothing. You didn't score a point. You didn't score a single point. Nothing positive from this game.
I think
no one turned up.
When I talk about McNichols and when I talk about Rodriguez, it goes back to Cliff. Stick with this shit, man. Stick with it.
You can't stick with the run when you're 24, 23.
You can do it when it's 7-0 and you're 6 feet from the goal line. Because the alternative is you're going to give up a 99 and a third yard drive to, I mean, Jesus Christ. Did you see the picture that they kept putting up of J.J. McCarthy, the little drawing that they have at the bottom of the screen down there? It looks like the fat kid from fucking Stranger Things. God damn it if he doesn't have the most punchable face in the
Scott G took my butt pat away. I was going to give butt pat to Hartley for calling the Zach Ertz won't be our tight end next year.
Well, that was what I was thinking.
The thing is, though, he's old, and now he's got an awful injury.
Yeah, that's a season.
You never want to see that on anyone. That is a career ender. That's him done in the NFL for me.
Career ender when it happened. Mariota threw him a hospital ball. People are saying that guy hit him dirty. Look,
that's what I was about to ask. It's not a dirty hit.
Mariota threw that ball up there for him to die. And it's unfortunate, but that's football. And
Heineke used to do that a lot, and we were lucky enough that no one got. Not that I can remember. Maybe Max, if you can remember, that Heineke didn't get anybody killed, but
he didn't.
Those balls are
the worst throw that Heineke got anyone killed on was in Tampa Bay when he threw Terry into the double team squad on that 19-play drive.
No, I tell you what.
I'm talking about
Jeanette Hopkins. Listen to me. Jeanette Hopkins was sitting in the crowd and Heineke. Remember when he threw the ball away on 4th down into the fucking crowd? I think it was against the Falcons. He threw the ball away into the fucking crowd, and it hit her dead in the face. That poor woman had to have her entire jaw reconstructed thanks to Taylor Heineke. His poor stupid play.
But
poor Yvette. You said Yvette Hopkins.
Something like that. I don't know. Her name might have been Yvette, but now she can only say Carol because her face is all right. Okay. Defensively.
Do we even want to talk? I'm like,
look. Okay. There isn't anything you can do because we can't play man. So what we're going to have to do is drop back and let whatever happen in front of us and tackle. Yeah. Get used to it because that's the rest of the season.
I think,
but we can't tackle Max. That's the point.
We can't tackle Max. We can't tackle JJ McCarthy.
Look, that's a requisite to tackle, but
all they got to do is find the soft spot in the zone. Just because we just don't have anybody capable of playing, man.
Well, the problem, as I see it, is that the zone has a soft spot no matter what, because there ain't no pass rush. And I'm sorry, that's but there ain't no pass rush. Jesus Christ, JJ McCarthy could sit back there primping his stupid fucking hairdo all goddamn afternoon while he's waiting for the hole in the zone to open up. I mean, Justin Jefferson had 11 yards.
No, 2 catches for 9 yards.
Yeah, and it's okay if you want to butt pat somebody, you can butt pat the defensive backfield for keeping everything in front of them, even though they couldn't tackle for shit. We didn't allow any big plays. We didn't allow Jefferson to fucking cut. I mean,
their longest offensive play was 21 yards.
Dude, they gave up a 19-play drive to JJ McCarthy. Didn't I say it while we were sitting there watching the game? Jesus Christ, look at this little punk ass. You let this guy start feeling like he's got some balls and watch what's going to happen.
They had like 19 tight ends catch, 10-yard plays. Fucking, I mean, they're tight ends I've never even heard of fucking catching balls.
Can we all agree, though, one thing, that Noah Brown should be nowhere near this fucking team next year? Jesus Christ. I am so sick of hearing the hype of Noah Brown. Oh, yeah, Noah Brown's back. Oh, yeah, we're going to have all our wide receivers in for the first time.
He got another
pass. Off Noah Brown.
That's what he's good at.
He's getting
pass interference. Yeah, I know.
No, not for the pass interference.
He got us the biggest offensive play.
Noah Brown finished a football game. Noah Brown finished a football game.
Wow.
Way to go, buddy. He started a game and he ended it on the field, he wasn't in any tent or in any ambulance.
He accounted for about as many yards as Terry did. So, I mean, if you're going to say that about Noah, you should say that about Terry too, because Terry did.
I'm quite happy to fucking trade him. Get rid. See ya.
All right, so let's do.
Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out, mate.
Yeah, I'm done with him too. Let's go ahead.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up! Sit the fuck down and shut up! Shut up and sit down. Will you shut up? Just sit your ass down here and shut up.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, and I meant Terry there, John, as well.
I hit the wrong button. So, by the way, tomorrow I think I got to hear from Deuce, but Deuce does this great thing. I'm going to give a commercial real quick. Deuce does this great thing called Red Zone in the Lab Radio, where he basically runs it on YouTube in the mornings, and it's just commanders talking fun talk. And I think we're going to debut a character this week. I'm going to do Terry McLaurin's ego. We're going to just talk to Terry McLaurin's ego, and he's just going to be the nicest fella. So tomorrow, tune in on Red Zone in the Lab Radio on YouTube, and I'm sure we're going to have some fun. But right now, we're going to talk butt pats and head smacks. So, hey, if you're over there on social media and you're watching, come on over here. And you can give butt pats and head smacks too, and Scott will type to you like he is right now. And if you're listening on a podcast stream sometime later in the future, that will be incredibly loud in your headphones right now.
Thudding, yeah.
That's right. It'll make your fucking car rumble. Max is going to say something really smart. We're all going to kind of stand around looking like we all want to talk about, okay, that sounds pretty good, actually. We're more like the King of the Hill people.
No, I'm trying to think of a butt pat right now.
Yeah,
no,
really?
I'm
zero.
The only one I can think of is for a joke.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. We're going to go ahead and at least play
Butt pats. Attaboy. Head smash.
Get out of here. I've been thinking about redoing butt pats and head smash for next year, but that's for next year. All right, hey, right now we've got number 69 up there in the top corner. People are in here, so nobody leave and nobody come in. That's a wonderful number. We love it. All right, right.
Give and take, baby. Give and take.
Just get it up to 600.
That's what she said. Someone else joined.
My only butt pat, I said it earlier, goes to Scott Hartley for saying that Ertz wasn't going to be our tight end next year, and he was absolutely right.
Sorry, I'm going to steal you for a second, Scotty, but that's what I was going to say earlier. We talked about Ertz right out of the chute last week about whether he'd be here next year, right? You said what you said, but what I'm thinking is maybe we could talk like that about, I don't know, Jalen Hurts or I like.
He had a shit game last night. Anybody watch?
Hey, okay. Can we talk about that for a minute? Can we get away from this?
We'll get there. We're on
game?
Scotty's getting his props right now. Go ahead, Scotty. You got a butt pat.
I don't have. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't have any butt pats or for this team at all. None. Not a single one. Maybe would you give one to Tressway? His punting was okay.
That's the only thing I was going to say is Tressway. And I mean, honestly, you could also just say you could give one to Chris Paul, but that's because you're trying to smack someone on the head and he got in the way. But
Well, hey, I'm not hearing any Chris Paul slander on this podcast.
I'm not saying any slander. I'm saying he's got a big ass.
I like him. I have been waiting for a long time for us to develop an offensive lineman that wasn't a blue chipper, that came out of nowhere, that we put on this team and developed all along the way, that is playing very good. And I like him very much, and I don't care how big he is. He is a – That's right. He's going to fucking party poop all over some defensive tackle.
The Clippers sent Chris Paul home, so there we go.
Well, and there's your NBA update for the month of December here on the Bleeding Burgundy podcast. That's all we're going to give that. All right, Max, you got a butt pat on offense?
No.
No, none?
None.
None whatsoever. Jesse, you got a butt pat on offense?
Fuck no.
No? None?
No,
Not even.
no one gets no. If
No?
anybody
No.
gives anybody a butt pat on offense, they're just fishing.
All right, I won't go fishing. I'll tell you what, I won't pat his butt, but I'll look at it when it goes by for Chris Rodriguez.
You want to get in a
You love Chris Rodriguez.
Oreo
I
sandwich
want
with
him on
Chris
this
Paul
team.
and Chris Rodriguez.
You're damn right. I don't care.
Happy Christmas.
That's going to be a violent place. I don't want to be there.
You want to be the
telling
cream
you.
filling in that Oreo.
He does indeed. 41 minutes for timestamp, guy.
We used to have that had the big bubble top with like a marshmallow on top of it. My God, that's what it was. Never mind. Now you're getting me thinking of some disgusting stuff. But what I'm thinking about is I want Chris Rodriguez to get fucking 15 to 18 carries a game. You give him that, good things will happen. Scott G says, I will give C-Rod a butt pat. He averaged 5.2 yards a carry. I'm telling you, Scott, right? Stop.
And then Cliff abandoned the run.
Right? Look, all of us, we love The Sopranos. That's why it got so popular. They don't get cute. They get violent. Cliffy, take a fucking hint. Don't get cute. Get violent. Don't throw let's throw it past the goddamn second string tackle boy. Let's just get violent. Give the ball to C-Rod.
Max looks like he's about to have an aneurysm.
I had liquid in my mouth when Jesse said the Oreo cream joke, and it almost killed me.
All right. Do we have any head smacks on offense? I'm sure that we do.
All of them.
Head smacks?
Just get in line.
Every single person.
Start with you. Who's your
If someone
first
got the
head smack?
roster, put it up. We can go.
I mean,
Go
oh
ahead,
boy.
Scott, you're first.
The whole. Who do you pick
Just
out
say
here?
everyone.
Everybody gets a head smack. When was the last time we were zeroed and we had a shutout? 19 against the 49ers, was it?
Yeah, 9-0.
Yeah.
In a rain
Oh,
game.
and that was in a fucking rainstorm. Remember that? There was 6 inches of water on the field.
I had a thought during this game that this is worse than the Monday Night Massacre.
It was bad.
This is worse.
It was bad. Well, the Monday Night Massacre was at least
no.
Michael Vick and Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah, I mean they were throwing
was
the
to
ball
J.J.
all over
McCarthy.
the fucking
You're
place.
right, but look,
Like,
also in that game we scored 28 points. We doubled our season average that game. We scored zip. We didn't even get we barely got a first down.
Whatever. This was J.J. McCarthy for fuck's
How many
sake.
first downs did we actually get? Have you got
That's
that?
what I'm
anywhere?
going to get. We had 12.
12.
2 of them by penalty.
Wow.
Hey, you know what? If you subtracted 2 from 12 and divided by 2, you'd have as many interceptions or as many turnovers as Jalen Hurts had last night.
Good
You
job.
wanted to
Dad.
talk about that? Go ahead before we
Good.
give any pat
Yeah, has
down.
anyone ever had 2 turnovers on one play?
It was 3. Oh, he had 2 in
He
one.
had 2 on one play. Has any player ever had that?
if you
I'm
if
sure
you had
that's happened
Jalen Hurts as your fantasy quarterback, you lost 4 points.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hi.
my jaw was on the floor.
Recovered, fumbled. Yeah.
And the guy on my bench was Justin Herbert.
Oh man.
no.
Oh man.
Still won though. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I'm out of the playoffs in that
hey.
league.
Speaking of playoffs, real quick, we can talk about this. Drake May or Trevor Lawrence this week?
Drake May, no doubt about it.
Trevor Lawrence is playing the Jets.
It's not even close. Trevor Lawrence,
Are
no.
the Pats playing the Bills this week?
Yes, it's the Bills versus the Jets. That's what I'm looking at.
Well, where are they playing? Are they playing in Buffalo?
I would go with May.
It doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck. You take Drake May. You don't sit your stud.
Take Drake May. Trevor Lawrence will always throw you at least 2 picks, and they rely on the run very heavily with ETN.
And the Jets defense is still pretty good. Even
you might get
Gardner, who got hurt this week too.
Sauce Gardner's not on the Jets anymore.
I know, but he got. I'm talking about he got hurt along with Daniel Jones. Yeah, that's why I said without Sauce Gardner. Yeah, but they're still pretty good.
To me, Drake May is your stud.
Yeah, I mean, because the Bills' defense is. I mean, they gave up 30, and they had to come back to win that game. It was like 32-39 or something like that. But
yeah, it was close.
They've been giving up a lot of points.
This weekend, now that we're well, I'll tell you what, before we get to this, because we're going to get all off track, we're still talking butt pats and head smacks, but keep this in mind, because I do want to talk a little bit about what's coming this weekend, and in the rest of the NFL, because now that we're out of it, we can look at everything else. All right, so we're doing head smacks on defense. Scott, did you start us off?
On defense, head smacks.
Or on offense? I don't know where we are.
Mike Sam still was shocking again. He had a really poor game.
Yeah, I think it was more that he was put in bad positions. He made some reads that were not so good. Max, who you got on a head smack? I mean, on defense, can't we just say everybody?
Yeah, it's
again, the whole team gets one. Yeah,
the only one that doesn't is the kicker because he didn't mess up.
Well, he didn't fucking come on the field.
Exactly, so he didn't mess up, did he?
Kick off.
He didn't mess up.
You can give a half a butt pat to Von Miller.
Who?
Von Miller.
He got a
sack.
He had a sack.
He did. He got a sack.
Wagner had a sack.
The game was actually something we could watch. He did get a sack in the competitive portion of the first quarter.
Yeah. I think we talked about it when during the game. About Von Miller coming back. And I would have him back if we had healthy Armstrong, healthy Wise, having him being used the way that he was originally supposed to be used. I would not mind him coming back at all.
All right, we've all played sports, right? And because we've all played sports, and I mean, I'm not talking about organized sports. We played pickup sports where there's a lot of trash talking going on. We're all playing, and sometimes you get your ass kicked. What's the first thing you fucking say? We're running this shit back. Am I wrong? No. We're running this back. I don't care. You beat us by 50 fucking points. We're running it back right now. And I think that everybody on this team probably feels that way. Regardless of all of the other things that we talk about, the injuries are still the story of the season. Now, granted, this week, the offense has no excuse when it comes to that. The defense puts the offense in a position where it can't make a single mistake, and our offense makes mistakes. So we got 4 weeks left. The Giants are this week.
Giants this week. 5. Yeah,
Five.
Giants this week. Then we've got Philly, Cowboys. Yeah, Eagles.
I want to try to finish out the season on some sort of a high note. Whether
let's beat Philly.
Just something positive.
We're not winning a single game.
Going to the off season, I think we'll beat the Giants.
All right,
going to the off season, and AP is going to have to do some moving and shaking.
Yeah, I agree.
Regardless, if you trade Terry for picks, we need
Did you see how quick he snuck that in there?
We need to do something. Peter needs to do something shocking to.
You don't need to do anything, Jesse. If you're picking number 1 overall, it's fine.
They won't pick
one overall. That's not how.
Dude.
Although the Titans did win,
we can lose. If we lose out, we're going to probably be top 2. You're going to get trade partners.
You're right, but you know who's in front of you? You've got the Raiders, you've got the Titans, you've got the Browns, and you have the Saints.
So the Browns have got a very good defense. The Saints are getting better and won. The Titans won at the weekend, and we're playing the Giants.
But you're relying on the Browns to win a game.
All right. Here's the bottom line. If you're playing for draft position, you're just losing. And nobody wins anything by losing. So do you keep Jaden going?
Hell
You wrap him up?
You have to.
Yes.
I agree. You play him.
Jaden is, if he's healthy enough to play, he should be playing. Zero doubts about it.
He
All right,
won't be
Scott,
playing this
you're shaking
weekend.
your head.
Because he won't be playing this weekend. I think he's out. I really do. I think his elbows. He's hurt on the elbow. We'll see how it goes. But I don't think he'll play this weekend.
That
He could have played.
He was going to go back in, but they
He wanted to go back in the game.
Yeah.
He was strong enough to throw his helmet down onto the bench and I kind of liked seeing that, show a little fire over there instead of laughing it up on the sidelines all the time. And it's I don't question his heart in any way, but it was nice to see that. Sometimes disagreement with your head coach when your head coach is doing the right thing for you shows the competitive fire that you want to see.
And I think
it's difficult. It's difficult this because you got to say to yourself, well, do you want him to be 100% absolutely healthy, ready to go, no issues whatsoever, or do you want him to be, I've got slight niggles, but I can play through it and I'm ready to go? What do you think?
Do you know the only time NFL football players are 100% healthy is
in the off season,
second at like fucking 8 o'clock in the morning for a couple of minutes, and that's it.
Look at Justin Herbert played with a broken hand.
Right.
I know. Daniel Jones just played with a broken fibula for 2 weeks.
Let me see what happened to him.
Okay, Phillip Rivers.
Let's do that.
Jesus Christ.
Phillip Rivers. Okay, Jesse, you're like he's a lock for the Hall of Fame.
Listen, my ex-wife from San Diego.
There's your first voter.
Humongous fans. We watched all the games every Sunday. All right.
Okay.
I watched Phillip Rivers. He's one of those competitors that is just, he puts it out on the line every single play in, play out. He has the stats. He's top 5 in touchdowns. He's top 5 in yards. It doesn't matter that he hasn't won a Super Bowl. He will be in the Hall of Fame.
For quarterbacks, it does.
He's never made a Super Bowl.
So
he never.
It matters.
It doesn't. That doesn't. Why are we saying that?
Because Jesse, what's the precedent?
Quarterbacks are leaders. All right. Go ahead, Max.
What's the precedent for not having a quarterback that won and is in the Hall of Fame?
Dan Fouts.
There isn't. Dan Fouts had every major record at the time of his retirement.
No, he didn't. No. Dan Fouts got in because he had a string of seasons together he was one of the first quarterbacks that threw for over 40,000 yards. And he was remarkable, all right? He made one AFC championship game and got beat by the Bengals on a day that was like minus 59 wind chill. It was unbelievably cold. San Diego went out there and froze, all right? The only other quarterback in the Super Bowl era that's in the Hall of Fame that has no Super Bowl appearances or championship game appearances is Warren Moon. All right. And he has a shitload of records from Canada, and it's the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Sonny Jurgensen never won anything, but he was technically on the team on injured reserve when they went to the Super Bowl in 1972. So he's got that.
I mean, he threw for 4,000 yards for like 13 years in a row.
But for what? Vinny Testaverde threw for miles. He ain't going anywhere.
I think he's a lock. I'm with you. I think he's a Hall of Famer, 100%.
He's definitely.
But I also think Eli Manning should be in the Hall of Fame because he's won 2 Super Bowls.
Now, is he a first ballot Hall of Fame? Probably not. No,
that's what I mean. He's not a first ballot, and neither is.
He's already a semi-finalist this year. He's getting into the Hall of Fame. Phillip Rivers.
I think they
Rivers
relaxed
was
the
eligible this
standards.
year.
They had really set the standards
2026. They had it for 2026.
Yeah.
He was a semifinalist. Yeah.
So what you're telling me is that he is in the same conversation as Dan Fouts and Warren Moon. All right. Which I would say this.
Which he is better than both of them quarterbacks.
No, he ain't. He ain't one either way.
Come on now.
Whatever.
Okay,
Show me what he's got.
Because
his fingers
Jesse,
are fucking empty. The only thing he's got on his finger is a wedding ring. That's it.
When you're comparing Dan Fouts to Phillip Rivers, remember the eras too.
Yeah, and you got to remember there's in Phillip Rivers' era. You know, he was with Tom Brady. He's with Drew Brees, with Peyton Manning, Eli Manning. So, yeah, they're going to get in before him.
People in that. I sound like Stephen A. Smith now. What the?
They're going to get in before him because those are all Super Bowl champions. But he is right fucking there. That was a great era.
Jesse, he's below them. He is below them, right?
a touch, a smidgen below them.
A yes was fine, but Jesse, he is below them to the point where he was never the guy.
Back off your microphone.
He was never the guy in the league. When you look at that era,
that he's played in that era, though.
Well,
you're right, it's not his fault. But when you look at a Hall of Fame quarterback, you have to look at what he did, and he was never able to beat Manning.
There, y'all are fucking nuts.
I'm with you, Jesse. I think he's a Hall of Famer.
He beat Manning twice in the playoffs. He never beat he was gate locked by people in front of him, and that means he's not going to get in because the gates will be locked in front of him. If he had beaten Brady even once, I'd agree with you.
Here's the bottom line: there's a lot of quarterbacks with great stats that are never going to make the Hall of Fame. They made Super Bowls, all right, and he has great statistics and he has great longevity.
Can we
I just don't think it's enough. He made one championship game. He couldn't get past Tom Brady at all. And it's not a matter of who cares when he played. Guys played when fucking Terry Bradshaw played. And I don't care how much of a goof anybody thinks he is now. Motherfucker could play.
Yeah, he could.
You got to be able to overcome what's in your era. Can you tell the story of the era without Phillip Rivers? I think you can.
Can I just point out?
You don't have to mention the Chargers.
He's definitely part of that. Part of that early 2000s.
You don't have to mention the Chargers if you talk about Phillip Rivers, because remember Rivers didn't start
the Chargers
till
on your schedule, Scott, and you saw the Chargers. Would you say, "Oh shit, Phillip Rivers," or "Oh shit, LaDainian Tomlinson,"
or "Oh shit, Vincent Jackson"?
I would say both of them because he's a damn good quarterback.
Jackson is a product of.
Can I just say though, the congratulations to Mrs. Rivers, who won't be pregnant this winter, which is a real good thing.
She can rest for a while. Okay, there you go.
So, did you guys see the stuff? Did you see the stuff as to why the Colts targeted him? Did you guys see any of this?
Because of I read something. Wasn't it because of Steichen and fucking what's his name?
So, yeah, Shane Steichen was one of his coaches in the Chargers. But here's the thing. Phillip Rivers ran the Colts offense with his high school team. He was the coach, and he talked to Steichen every week about it. So now all he's got to do is – but again, take stock in Icy Hot. This is a 44-year-old man trying to run around out there.
There you go. Take stock in Icy Hot.
Look, they got a good offense. They got a pretty damn good defense.
You're right, and it makes sense
Jonathan
that they're going
Taylor. If Phillip Rivers can just hand off to Jonathan Taylor, pass it to Alex Pierce a couple times, Pittman here and there.
This is the end of their season, though.
Tyler Warren
run his way to an AFC Championship game.
You ready for the end of their season? The Seahawks on the road, the 49ers, the Jaguars, the Texans.
Oh,
all teams except for the Texans have starting to go on.
Not the Jags.
The Jags beat them. Jags are flying.
Whoop their ass.
Well, they beat them because fucking Daniel Jones got
no chance. What are you talking about? They were 24 points down before they even got there.
The Seahawks just beat the Falcons by 28.
They have everybody has a bad game once in a while. We just got
beat we just got beat 31-0.
The Seahawks just won the game by 28.
Everybody
going down.
And we're going to blame this one on your concussion.
They'll be fine. They'll be fine. They're a good team. It was a good team. He's going to march them into the playoffs. He's going to get his Super Bowl and be a first ballot Hall of Famer instead of
mate. Can you imagine, like, if we watch this back and they've won it, Jesse will be like, "Fuck you guys."
Oh, dude! If he does,
just come on with the background music of How You Like Me Now.
I'll just have a Phillip Rivers jersey. How about that?
Yeah, we'll definitely put him in for that. For sure.
I mean, I guess he worked out. He's still throwing the ball pretty good from
they signed him to the practice squad.
They signed him today.
Did they wind up signing him to the practice squad?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they signed him.
I didn't see that. I just saw that they came in for the workout.
No, he's been elevated to the roster tomorrow.
10 kids through college is expensive.
That's
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Is it 10 or 11? Is it 10?
He's got 10 kids.
11 because he has an offense.
There he goes.
That was the joke.
There you go. I don't care what you said, Timmy. Eat your goddamn oatmeal. I need a guard.
I mean, 10 fucking kids, man. And probably none of them are over like 15 or 16 years old.
Now, one's in college.
He has grandkids from 2 of them.
He's a grandfather.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they're over 15, Max.
But Jesse, remember, Phillip Rivers was drafted 21 years ago.
Can't you tell?
They're not from Barrow, John. Come on. we got grandmas who are 30.
Oh my God. Saying nothing about anything there. All right. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and
No, he's got to wait 5 years, Scott. Gee, yeah. That's what we were talking about in our chat. If he signs to the active roster, he's going to have to put his Hall of Fame bid on hold for 5 years.
To me, that makes
is it 4 or 5 years?
I could see Philip Rivers getting in as a senior. You know, where they look back at the dude. If you can't put Joe Jacoby
already,
if they can't look at the era that Joe Jacoby
can't
played,
be a semifinalist without the 5 years.
There's no way you're telling me
this was the right up on it today. They had already put it in. It was 5 years because it was 2018 was the last year he played.
No, Jesse, he played in 2020. He was on the Colts.
He did. He played for the
But
Colts.
that's 5 years on.
5 years then.
That's right, man.
No, because he retired in 21 because he made the playoffs.
It still resets the clock. That should
this
be
resets
running
the clock
anyway.
But
it's another 5 years. He's got to wait. Yeah. But I don't think he gives two shits. It's expensive to put kids through college. So cheers to the Colts. Thanks for signing my game checks.
There you go.
Give his wife a break.
Right,
come on, man.
All right, so let's hit this because we're right at 1 hour.
Should have been a minute podcast.
All right, so hey everybody, look, man, that was a shit fucking game. It's over. It's done with. The season is officially over. We've been eliminated. To answer the earlier questions, we're probably not alone in the universe. There is no God. Don't be fucking stupid. And I think that fluoride is probably pretty good for you.
It is.
Well, okay. So, and really, the Commanders, Dan Quinn. Do you think you want to have him as our defensive coordinator next year? Do you have any ideas in mind as to what you want to do about? I see people wanting to bring Flores in here as a defensive coordinator. Do you know you'd have to make him an assistant head coach? You can't just they can't just laterally move.
I said Al Harris the other week.
Al Harris.
It's gonna be Raheem Morris, and everybody knows that. That's what's going to happen.
I like Raheem Morris.
Yeah, but see, the thing about Raheem is like he's been bounced around from offense to defense. Like
good friends with Dan Quinn, though, Jesse.
Former commander, or he was a former Redskins coach.
He was.
He was our defensive back.
He was good.
Our defensive backs, if I remember at that time, under Raheem Morris, were pretty goddamn good.
That's who's going to be the next D coordinator.
You think? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
He was here in 2013 and 2014. The DBs were not good those 2 years.
I'll have to go look it up just because you just say so. But whatever. I don't really have a preference right now. Just whoever that comes in.
Yes.
If you can at least, to me, the fucking floor is competent. Just make them competent. If you can put them in the top fucking 15 of anything, I'm happy. If they can look like they know what they're doing, I'm happy. To answer other questions, what I was thinking about with Jaden, is he fragile? No, but you got to do things to take away some of the chances that he's going to
protect him a little bit. You got
to protect him with your game plan too. Rely on your running backs. Use more.
Got to protect himself as well.
Right. Well, but get him up under center where you can start to actually work some play action, and you can only work play action if you use your running backs. Cliff uses them sparingly, and I get it. You can't use them once you're down 14-0. But one of the reasons they're down 14-0 is because Cliff doesn't use his fucking running backs. Anyway, we'll see you on Friday at 5:30, where we will talk about our upcoming game with the stinking fucking subhuman New York Giants and what's this one's name?
Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart.
With his black
Jackson
eye.
Dart with another smackable face. Look, this guy would steal your daughter. Don't think anything other than that. He would do it with a smile on his face. So hate him. All right, and I hope that the Commanders go out there on Sunday and knock the living fuck out of them. I hate the Giants. I hate the Giants more than any team in the NFL. What about you, Max? Who do you hate?
Philly.
All right. What about you, Scott? Who do you hate?
Dallas.
Jesse?
Yeah, it's Philly. Philly's overtaken my hatred of Dallas in the past few years. So
I mean, I hate them all, but to me, the Giants are just. I feel revulsion anytime I even think about
like
them.
The Giants. Like to me, it's just like they're like the third on the list. They're like
the stepbrother, the ugly stepbrother.
Look at when you guys are fans, and who has been the team that's been your biggest rival. To me, the Giants have been our biggest rival. So I hate them. And
I mean,
Phil
my
Simms
day
knows why.
was more of the Cowboys, and the Giants were in there too, but I think it's the Cowboys really, and my hatred for the Cowboys still runs, pretty cold in the veins. I think up until about 5 years ago, like I really started to hate fucking Philly, and they kind of just overtook like within the past 2 years. Like, okay, I fucking hate it's their fans too.
They win Super Bowls. That's what happens.
Yeah, that's it.
And their fans are nasty, mouthy punks ass. Fuck them. And they lost last night. That was nice. 7-game losing streak versus 8-game losing streak. Wow,
Yes,
here we go.
It's going to be a cracker. It's going to be a cracker.
You got things to think about when you're driving all the way across Minnesota and North Dakota.
6 points to 3.
All right. We will see y'all Friday at 5:30, where we will talk about the Giants and we will talk about the NFL. We'll make some picks. We'll make some bets. We'll do all kinds of fun stuff. We'll see you then later.